What's up, guys? East Coast Octane here. And normally I keep it pretty lighthearted on my channel, just mainly talking about bikes and cars and shit and whatever. Right now, I've got something that's driving me crazy that I've got to talk about. I have to talk about this. So recently I had an acquaintance on Facebook send me a message asking me if I wanted to become an entrepreneur. Oh, wow. That sounds great, right? And I'm just going to cut to the chase because they won't. And basically they're trying to get me involved in some pyramid scheme or network marketing setup. I just have to bitch about these because this is the stupidest shit ever. It's annoying because they prey on people that really don't have a lot of money because they're trying to make it look like you can get out of debt or you can even become independent. I mean, I kept talking to him just because I'm curious about this. And the worst part for me, the big red flag, is when I specifically ask this person and then whoever's above them that they're trying to get me to talk to, ask them, what would I be doing in this position? They can't tell you. They won't tell you. Because if they start telling you that first, before you're hooked in, then you realize it's a big crock of shit. Right? And that's ridiculous to me. So I talked to that friend. I kind of expressed interest, not because I'm actually interested. I could tell exactly what it was immediately, but because I'm just interested in how these little shitty businesses work and operate. And so I talked to her, and she obviously couldn't tell me anything or wasn't supposed to tell me anything. It was just like, oh, it's a great opportunity. Do you want to be an entrepreneur? You're not an entrepreneur. You don't own your own business. You're giving money to this person basically for nothing, and somebody up top's actually getting rich. It drives me crazy. So I did talk to them, and then I had a kind of an online meeting, like a web conference or whatever, which they try to make it seem like it's all like, oh, you're a business person if you do this. No, you're not. You're falling for a scam. So I had the little web interview with them just because I wanted to see what it was about and get some more information. And again, they couldn't tell me. I even asked a very specific question. I was like, in 3 hours of work for this company, which they would not even give me the name of the company, big red flag right there, what would I do in 3 hours of work? And then the lady, avoided the question basically by saying, oh, well, what you would be doing is completely different from what I would be doing because I'm, more a manager. And I'm like, that doesn't answer the question, but I let it go just so they wouldn't hang up on me basically. And then again, I asked him the name of the company, and I think she just kind of made up a name for like her personal company with her and her husband or whatever that, within this bigger company. They don't want to tell you the name of the bigger company while you're still curious and stuff. They want to get you to meetings and get you hooked in, to all their things about how much money you're going to make. Before they start telling you the actual name of the company, because it's easy to do a Google search. And a lot of these companies, they try to flood the internet with their kind of propaganda, basically, about how awesome their company is, which is easy to do because everyone involved in it is so invested in it, they want to talk it up all the time, even though it's all a huge hunk of crap. But you can do a Google search and you'll find that it's a hunk of crap. You're not going to actually make money. Most likely you'll lose money or make a very, very small amount of money. And the worst part is the money you will make will probably be at the expense of family and friends, because those are the people that are going to trust you enough to get involved in it and buy things from you, or are going to feel bad for you or whatever to get involved in it. It's just, I feel sorry for this acquaintance. I don't know them very well, but I understand that they're probably having money troubles and they've gotten involved in this. And so I don't want to say anything bad specifically to them, especially since I don't have a way to help them. I can't give them a job. But it just sucks. Honestly, what I'm going to probably try to do is go to the local meeting for this company just to see which company it is, because I'm kind of curious, because, they won't tell me. And see what products they sell and stuff. I think this one is going to be advertised more as network marketing, because network marketing, at least in that industry of scam things, it's not illegal yet. And it's people that do it aren't afraid to say network marketing, whereas if you are in a pyramid scheme, you're trying to deny that it's a pyramid scheme the whole time. but it is a pyramid scheme. I mean, that's exactly what it is. You make more money by bringing people in than you do by selling products, which is a huge red flag. Also, I mean, they really try to play up the, like, you're a business person aspect of it. That's what I noticed. I mean, they're like, oh, you're an entrepreneur. They say that a lot, which is, again, I already mentioned, that's ridiculous. You're not an entrepreneur. You don't really own your own business. You're just selling products from somebody else. I mean, you're not even a franchisee. You're scammed. Like, So I don't know. I mean, I could go on forever about how ridiculous these companies are. I just hope everyone here does not get involved in that crap. If you're interested, I'll follow up and I'll try to actually go to their like local meeting and at least see what company it is. Because I'm really interested in these because it blows my mind that many people kind of fall for it. Just because it does sound too good to be true, right? Just one more thing. Yeah, they did throw out. They're like, oh yeah, your first goal. Like last night, they weren't telling me exactly what I was doing. They're just kind of playing up my bosses had. They play up the lifestyle of the people higher up, which you will never have, and it's probably an exaggeration anyway, right? Like they said, oh, your first goal is to make $50,000 with this company. That's your first goal. And they're like, how would $50,000, how would that help you next year? It's like, well, for anybody who doesn't make a ridiculous amount of money, $50,000 is great, but you're not going to make $50,000, right? And then they say, okay, well, then your second goal is to make $250,000. Well, you're definitely not going to make $250,000 network marketing. There are people that do, but it's an incredibly small amount of people, right? Jeez, this drives me crazy. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Again, I normally don't rant about stuff like this, but this one just, especially when it's somebody I kind of know who's gotten involved in it, I just had to say something about it, kind of anonymously, without like bitching to all my friends who might also know this person or whatever. So anyway, yeah, don't get involved in network marketing or pyramid schemes. They're ridiculous. And the way they talk is insane. If you have that much trouble, if you have an employer, right, you should never have to, A, give your employer money, and B, it should be quite obvious what your job will be right away. I mean, think about that. Every job I've ever had, I mean, day one, they tell you exactly what your job is, right? Because they're trying to hire you for a position. So they want to make sure you know what you're going to have to do, and they want you to know what you're going to have to do, and each of you knows the expectation. But with this, they try to play up the lifestyle and how much you're going to make well before they ever let you know what is expected of you to make money, which is ridiculous. It's kind of backwards, which is why it should throw a red flag, especially when they aren't going to tell you the name of the fucking company. That's so stupid. Alright guys, East Coast Octane is out of here. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm back on a motorcycle. My arm is kind of working. I was cleared the other day to get back on motorcycles after my dislocated shoulder. Maybe some of you probably didn't notice that I dislocated my shoulder. I posted on Facebook, but that's why I haven't made videos in a couple weeks, because I've had a dislocated shoulder. And it was bad enough I couldn't really drive my car either. I could, but it wasn't easy. So anyway, yeah, we're back on a motorcycle. It was actually kind of funny. The guy was like, the doctor asked him, I was like, okay, he's tested my strength and everything. He's like, it looks good, be careful doing this and this. And I said, well, yeah, I normally ride motorcycles. Do you think it's okay for me to get back on my motorcycle? And he just goes, well, I don't recommend anyone rides a motorcycle. And I was like, okay. And kind of waited him out. He's like, but yeah, I don't think your arm is in any way you have enough strength and mobility to theoretically ride a motorcycle. So I am theoretically riding my motorcycle. Alright guys, have a good night or day or whenever I decide to post this, and I'll talk to you later. Hopefully we'll have some more videos up. I got something coming. I got a new project that I posted on my Facebook, but I need to make a little video of it and let you guys know what's going on with that. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. East Coast Octane is out of here.